To the affordability crisis now, many mortgage holders are in for more financial pain. The Bank of Canada raised its key interest rate a quarter percentage point to 4.75%, the highest since April 2001. Interest rates are working to slow inflation, but the central bank says they're not high enough to bring it down to the 2% target. In April, inflation swung up for the first time in 10 months, adding pressure to hike interest rates today. It's all having a real impact on the way people approach home buying. And as Mike Drolet reports, the central bank and the federal government are facing criticism that they're out of touch with Canadians.
Canadians working to catch up to inflation in interest rates once again saw everything come to a screeching halt, as yet another hike put more distance between Kate McLaughlin and her dream of owning a house.
That's kind of infuriating to hear, especially with the cost of grocery prices and everything has gone up. It's just no grasp on reality.
The 0.25% bump is equivalent to $180 a month on a $1 million mortgage. And that's on top of the 4% hike since last year, which economist Jim Stanford sees as confirmation the Bank of Canada is fixated on inflation and only inflation.
So the fact that Canadians are experiencing a lot of pain because of these interest rate hikes doesn't stop the bank. In fact, they want to see more pain.
In Ottawa, there was no avoiding the slings and arrows directed at the Liberal government.
So Justin, how do you expect people to pay their bills now?
Leaving Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland to essentially shrug her shoulders while admitting there's widespread hardship.
It's really hard, and it is imposing real pain on a lot of Canadians and Canadian families. Absolutely understand that.
But do they? Because home ownership isn't in the cards for an increasing number of Canadians. We'll use Toronto as an example, where the median household income is $85,000. With a $100,000 down payment and fixed-rate mortgage, a family can afford a $414,000 home. The average price of a home near downtown is $1.3 million. Move to Scarborough, it's $1.2. Amidst the farms of Ajax is roughly the same, and even further afield in Bowmanville is pushing $1 million. And you can't see the city. Average just doesn't cut it anymore.
You're looking at $1 million, probably just for one level of that house.
Another bonus for McLaughlin, with fewer people able to buy, rents just keep going up.
People are now in a situation where they're never going to be able to buy, but they also can't afford their rent.
Leaving a for sale sign over the Canadian dream. Mike Drolet, Global News, Toronto.